Alrighty, so here we have Fantasy General 2 being played on Nintendo Switch. This review code's courtesy of Slytherin Games, the publisher. This game was developed by owned by Gravity. For those who don't know, this is a game that is in a long-running series of turn-based hex grid strategy games known as the General series. You've got a ton of different genres in there. You've got Pacific General, Panzer General, Allied General, Space General, Fantasy General, and now Fantasy General 2 Invasion here on Nintendo Switch. And there are some expansions you can get for this game as well. I don't have those, but we do have this here on Switch. It is also available on other platforms as well. It's available on Steam, of course. It is also available on PS4 and Xbox One. Now, when I saw this in the eShop, I was like, wow, this came to Switch. I never knew this existed. And I got really excited because I'm a very huge fan of the General series since MS-DOS, and this game just kind of was like, wow, I gotta check this out. And luckily enough, I was able to get a review code for it, and we're checking it out here. So we've got options. So we've got we have graphic options, so gamma, that's really it for that. We have audio, so we have master music, effects, interface, ambience, gameplay, show tutorial screens, animation, speed, tooltips, size, and font size. And then for the actual gameplay, we've got campaign, we've got Onslaught, choose your starting army and general, and play procedural scenarios with increasing challenges. Skirmish, start a skirmish match against AI, load credits, Hall of Fame, so your previous conquests. So we'll go ahead and take a look at campaign. So we've got we've got 4 campaigns. 2 that are unlockable are 2 of them right here. We've got Invasion, and then you have the Tale of Feller. So you've got long barbarian campaign, short barbarian campaign. So we're gonna go ahead and do. We'll do the tail filler. So you've got difficulties. You have general hard. So hero normal, veteran challenging, general hard, legend very hard. Warrior easy. We'll do normal. And then you've got whether Iron Maiden is on or off, and enemy scaling. And we'll just go and play. Hold A down. Now, in the original PC games before this game, it was 2D hex based, or everything was 2D and flat. In this one, you have 3D models, which are pretty neat. Alrighty, come now, gather around the hearth, and I will tell you a tale of great heroes and monsters, of daring and treachery. It is the tale of noble chieftain Falair of the Balak, and how he gained his name. It was but 30 years ago to this day. Falair and his bands have marched west from their steeds into the cold mountains of western Danag, searching for the infamous Tolk Head Splitter and his troll ravagers. A cold wind blows in the young warriors' faces, and they look at the land before them with grim determination. We have come to Dunog's borders. The head splitters trolls run wild here. So stay together. None of us can face the Greyskins alone and hope to win. Tolk has killed many clansmen. If we kill him, we will all be heroes. You're a wee bit late to the fight. Ulnar and his men will claim the bounty for killing the Greyskin. Stand back and let the real warriors do the job. Real warriors, all I see is a horde of unwashed berserkers going to get slaughtered. If you want to beat the likes of Tolk, you will need a strategy that is more than just hitting everything that moves with an axe. I have yet to find something that could withstand my axe, laddie. Lady. But maybe you want to bore Tolk to death with your gabbering? Ye and your warriors are just pups, and the Tolk will rip your heads off and have ye for breakfast if you manage to even get to him. You would do well not to underestimate Falar of Clan. I'm gonna go with Balak on that. I shall let you eat your words when you have witnessed me slaying the troll. Tall words for a young whelp, laddie. Let's make a wager then. Whoever gets that Greyskin first will command the others a band for a full moon. I could use a few lads and lasses to give my cattle a good scrubbing. A wager? I agree. Whoever wins gets to command the others a band. Your carelessness will be your undoing, Ulnar. All I have seen ye do is talk. This bet is as good as won. Okay. Alrighty, so we got... Alright, so we have the camera, which is the right stick. Zoom in and out, and rotate the camera. Left stick controls enemy select or unit selection. And then you hit the ZR button to change your whether or not you're going to do your it lets you target the air units for those that can attack air units. I was trying to say. Here's your wheel. So you've got this is the yellow button. So toggle terrain tooltips, inventory. There's your inventory, so you can pick up items and use them along the way. You've got toggle grid. I like to leave the grid on. Toggle army bar, enable disable display of the army bar. I like to have that on. Hire units, where you can hire units if you need to hire more. And here's your quests. Okay, and then player info. So there's your resources, your team buffs. So it's actually quite a bit to this game. And then you have your L and R buttons to swap through your different units. And then, of course, A is to say OK. So the graphics in the game are really well done. I really love the way the game looks. Very much a welcome surprise compared to what I'm used to seeing with the 2D flatness of the units from previous games. So definitely a welcome addition there. The music fits the game really nicely. My only complaint with the game really is the fact that you have to use the L and R buttons to swap through your units. I wish you can just select them, hit A, and then move them, like other strategy games allow you to do. I only thought you have to rely on the L and R buttons to swap through your units. But you know that's really a kind of a nitpicky thing. But yeah, overall, really, really fun game. One I've been enjoying quite a bit, especially being a fan of these games in the past. And I'm not going to be able to attack that guy, I don't think. Nope. But yeah, like I said, I don't like the fact that you have to use the L and R buttons. Swap your units. It's really annoying, honestly. I wasn't expecting that. No, because you have to attack those guys, you have to go after the trolls up there. Okay. And of course, can't move those guys because those guys are in the way. But these games can get pretty long. I mean, I remember back in the day when I used to play the original game, games would take forever, and this game can do the same too. I mean, you can play the same game for a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, depending on the kind of game you want to play, which is really cool. I mean, that's longevity. I mean, there's a lot of gameplay here with this game. That's for sure. That is for sure. But yeah, when you switch characters like that, it doesn't always go to their character, which is kind of annoying. But okay, so now you can actually, if you get on a settlement like this, you can raid it if you'd like, which will get you treasure and stuff. You can do a ranged text is regardless, but you can rest. And then here's your unit upgrade tree. So your units gain experience points. You can use those to upgrade your unit, which is really kind of cool. Kind of neat to see that. I haven't attacked anything to earn any experience points, so I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn. Okay, so it's a little bit of the campaign. We're going to go ahead and just exit. Okay, so we'll do Onslaught. So we got the Curse. So here's where you choose your heroes. We got a couple different heroes to choose from. And each hero has a set amount of starting units. Go ahead and do House of the Blind. Okay, and then in these steps again, this game here, as with Skirmish, you can actually determine where your units are going to go. Okay, and then we're going to end deployment. Another thing I noticed is that when the enemy moves, you can actually see where their units are, which I really didn't like because it feels like I'm cheating. And I'll kind of show you what I mean by that. So if I end my turn, oh, never mind. Okay, it did in the campaign, but when the AI goes. What happens is that, so I keep wanting to use the A button to select my unit. Still trying to get used to the fact that you can't do that. But when the AI actually moves their units, you can hit the L and R buttons as they're selecting units, and it will show you the enemy position, even though there's a fog of war. You can't see what the enemies are, but you can still determine where their position is, which is kind of, which I will admit, kind of sucks. Why can I not? Did I remove them all? No. Maybe that's the last one to move. Yes, the enemy isn't moving their units at all. There we go, we captured that one. Alright, so we're going to capture the other ones. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and just open up and do a skirmish. Alright, so we'll do skirmish. It's the last game mode. So this is kind of like, just like with any other game like this, it lets you choose the map. We're going to go ahead and do battle lines. A little bit different. Oh, because I was hitting the wrong button. It's X. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just choose the battle lines. So we're going to go ahead and just put the supply up. So we're going to put the gold up. Give it a bunch of gold. That'll stay the same. Hero level stay the same. And we're going to go ahead and do the theme. So we'll do Borderlands for the theme. I will go ahead and be the Barbarians against the Empire. And we'll have a neutral party there. And here's where you choose your units. You can choose any units you want. You can pick all the heroes if you want all the heroes. Infantry, shock infantry, missile cavalry, aerial, and siege. So we'll go ahead and just pick some heroes here. And then we'll pick some infantry. We'll do just some random. Let's just some random units. Could have had some aerials in there too. And some siege units. Up to 40. which is quite a bit of units. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just do those ones. Takes a minute to load up. Okay, and so here is where you deploy your units. I'm just going to deploy them. And last one, I think. Yep. Nope. Okay, that's the last one. 3 more. Alright, there we go. Okay, now I'll go this way and grab the bats. I do like the range on the aerial units, and I do prefer the Pegasus over the bats, though. Just because they're a bigger unit. I like using the aerial units as reconnaissance. Okay, now let's say I was done with the turn. Okay, so this is what I mean. You can see where where the enemy units are as they make their moves, which is really, really annoying. You can't see what they are, but you can definitely see them. I guess you can see what they are over here, but you can't actually see them on the map. Kind of takes the element of surprise out of it. And usually when you have these large armies, turns take quite a while. As you can see, the AI is still doing its turn. It's going on for several minutes, and I think the size of the army for the AI is determined by... Okay, that's gotta be a glitch. Okay, alright, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, it's a glitch. Anyway, I think the size of the army for you is the same as the AI is the same as you, which would explain why the AI takes forever to move their units. So if you want a short game, I would suggest not choosing 40 units, so the AI doesn't take forever to do their turn. But yeah, this has been a look at Fantasy General 2 Invasion on Nintendo Switch. Huge shout out to Slytherin Games for the review opportunity. This game's amazing. If you guys are a fan of the General series like I am, definitely worth checking this out on any platform: Xbox One, PS4, PC, Switch. Plays great on Switch. I'm sure it plays even better on the other systems because they're more powerful. But yeah, they did a great job with this game. Definitely highly recommend this game for strategy fans of the General series like myself. Definitely worth picking this game up. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time, take care and happy gaming.